Hi there, it's Jennifer, and today I'm here for another video in my travel/cruise series. Our cruise is coming up. We are taking off. We're going to be flying to Denmark, and we leave in just a couple of days. I'm so excited. So I've done a couple other videos about the kind of travel notebook that I put together when I go on a trip. I use a smaller one with less pages for shorter trips, and then for a trip like this that's going to be 2 weeks long, I have lots and lots of stuff in here. So I just kind of wanted to go over my processing and everything and how I put this together, and maybe this will be helpful to you for the next vacation or trip that you take. So what I do is I just get a little clip art thing, you know, and then I put down that it's our Baltic anniversary cruise and the dates of our travel. You know, it's the teacher in me. I went over some pre-trip preparation things in a video. I will try to remember to link it in the space below for you, but I have all kinds of things that are kind of my to-do list. A month before, 2 weeks before, 2 days before, and the day of. And so I have all kinds of things. You can see that I've been checking things off on here, and I've notified my credit card companies of our dates that when we're going to be gone and where we'll be. I ordered foreign currency. I've done all of these different things. I still need to get a pedicure, which I'm doing tomorrow, paint my nails, get my rings cleaned. I may do that today. Anyway, all this kind of stuff is just sort of my pre-trip prep, leading right up to 24 hours before the trip, and that's when I would print out my boarding passes. Then I have a toiletries list, basic, not just toiletries, just basic stuff that I would pack on a trip, stuff that I would bring on any trip, like pajamas and underwear and makeup and shampoo and conditioner and brushes and things like that. So it's a pretty extensive list. And then I also will add in things, trade out the jewelry that I'm gonna bring, and I put that in there as well. You can also see that I have written some notes at the bottom for things that I had not had on this list that I wanna remember. And then on this back page is clothing ideas, and I actually haven't really used this one. Yeah, because I kind of planned it out in my head, and I've already sort of stacked the clothes and set them aside. But that is a place where if I was just brainstorming what I was going to bring, then I could put those things there. All right, this section right here is for boarding passes, and I have not printed those out yet because I won't be printing those out until the day before we go. I print them out, I put them in this little section here, and now they're both there. On the other side is a place to put our passports. So now when we walk up to the desk at the airport and we give them our stuff, it's all right here, the itinerary, the boarding passes, passports, everything. Then, so now we have our itinerary here, and this is for the flight. So I put the whole thing in here, the to and from trip, and then the hotel confirmation for the hotel we're staying in for the 2 nights before the cruise begins. Now we get to the part where we get to the cruise documents, and there are quite a few pages of the cruise documents. Documents include your ticket to get on the boat, as well as any confirmations for upgraded dining or excursions or anything like that. It lists both my husband and my names on here. There's a little barcode that they scan to get all of your information, and there's also a link on the digital version of this that takes you over to the luggage tags that you need to print out and put on your luggage. You just put it on the handles. Let me just say though, they just say print them out, cut out these little paper tags and staple them onto the handles of your luggage, but I just think that would tear. So I put packing tape on either side of those and then staple them onto the handles, and then that way they're not going to tear off as easily. Okay, this is probably, how many pages is this? 4 pages, 5 pages? It tells, the travel documents tell the itinerary, every single place we're going to be. It gives we have 2 shore excursions we're going to be doing, and it confirmed those. And then It also gave, it also confirmed our upgraded dinner, and also I purchased an internet package and it confirmed that as well. Oh, and I paid my gratuities ahead of time. You have to pay gratuities on a cruise. So if you've never been on one, I'm just telling you right now, you have to pay gratuities. Hold on one second so I don't get this mixed up. You don't have to tip people while you are on the boat. So when you have a meal, you don't tip. You don't tip your steward, you don't leave tips. They calculate a certain price per person per day, and I think it's like around $13 per day, and that covers your tips for anyone who served you that day. You have to put a credit card down on your account before you go, and so anything that you purchase on board gets billed to that at the end of the trip, and so if you have not prepaid your gratuities, they will put that on and bill you at the end of the trip. I paid ours months ago just because I don't want to have a whole bunch of, I don't want to get this gigantic bill at the end of the trip. So I try to pay for things in full ahead of time. And so I have a confirmation that we prepaid our gratuities is what I'm trying to say. The other thing is we do tip. We don't tip after every single meal, but if we have a particularly good steward, or on our very first cruise, we kept getting the same waiter all the time, and he was just delightful. And so we tipped him at the end. So you might want to bring some extra cash for that, or think about if you have foreign currency and you need to get rid of it before the end of the trip. If it's not an obnoxiously huge amount of money, you might want to leave that as the tip for whoever was serving you, who did a great job, because they're going to be doing that same trip path and they'll be able to spend euros or kronas or whatever. Okay, the next part of the notebook is where I put my luggage tags. So these are those things that they sent to me and I printed out, and so those are in there. Next, I have our daily schedule. And so I have all of the things that we're going to be doing each day. Then on these pages, I found information about each of the ports where we're going and the cool things that there are to see. I also have my travel book, my Rick Steves travel guide for Northern Europe, and we're bringing that along as well. But I found this online and printed out for Copenhagen, for Warnemund, Tallinn, St. Petersburg, Helsinki, and Stockholm. And so it has all kinds of information. There's several pages in each of those sections, and there's all kinds of information about great things to see. I have a bunch of little extra plastic sleeves that aren't filled. I may use those to put in memorabilia or something. And then toward the back, I have my confirmation for the hotel we're staying in. After we get off the boat, when the cruise is over, we're staying one more night in Denmark and we fly out the next day. I also have a page in here that's called Returning Home. And this is for me to put down things that I want to keep in that carry-on bag for the last night of the cruise, because you send all your luggage off and they take it the night before, and so you have to have whatever you're going to need for that next morning when you're going to be getting off the boat. So I kind of think through that when I'm on the ship. What do I want to wear tomorrow? Okay, I need my makeup, I need my pajamas, that kind of thing. And so I plan for that. And then the very last page of this is my information for the travel insurance that we purchased. And so we just purchased a simple package from a company called Roam Right. So ROAMRIGHT. And they had a really great package. The earlier you book travel insurance, the lower the cost is. And we didn't do this until later. And so even still, for the two of us together, our travel insurance came to $300 total, and that includes if for some reason, like if one of us gets sick and we can't go, or if a member of our family passes away and we can't go. It also covers things like if we missed a flight and we had to stay at a hotel and we had to get another plane ticket, or if our luggage got lost, it covers those things too. It has a certain amount of money that it covers for all of those. So I not only have the confirmation for that, but I also have the policy in here. So if something were to happen, we know what we're covered for. So there you go. I mean, obviously we're going to be adding a few more things to this before we leave. But this is what I have been kind of assembling along the way. As soon as I got certain documents, I would put them into this. And it's nice and flexible. I can shove it into my little travel bag and everything is here together where I need it. So hopefully that was helpful to you, and hopefully you'll give that a try on your next vacation. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're not subscribed to Busy Being Jen, go ahead and hit that button. YouTube will let you know when I upload new videos, which is several times a week. And I hope to see you again. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.